Hello again, this is the Watering Man. Now we're going to be starting the dissection, the documento of John chapter 4 verse 52. And this is YouTube video number 942. Okay, I'm going to call this one the Nobleman's Mindset in the Storms of Life. And we know that's all the days of your life. Remember, question mark, question mark, question mark. Which way you going? When God heats things up with those little, in the universe of your mind, the big ball, down to the single thought process, expand it up, the universe inside the universe, down to another, all the way down to another little ball down in there. Inside that is like a universe. Are you choosing the poop thinking, your red ways, your 666 beast nature, or are you choosing the green way, the God's ways? Your strength, your power, your tower. The strength is in the Lord. The battle is the Lord's. You choosing to agree with God emphatically in hot pursuit and let God increase that seed, so that increases, God increases, and this ego must decrease, right? Like it says in John chapter 3, verse 30, right? Now back in verse 46, John chapter 4, verse 46, where it's talking about the nobleman. That nobleman comes from the number 937. It's basilikos, I think is the way it's pronounced, this word.
Strong's G, 937. Basilikos.
Right. So in this storm, God's taking this double-minded ball that's down inside one universe, tiny little universe, and down inside that one another universe, splitting it into three depths in your mind, not your brain, your mind, not a tangible thing. Down in there, it's heating it up. He's going to work on a certain one in there. It's got to be heated up to a certain temperature, pressures, thalipsis, fire trials, calamities, different things that put you in a situation to where you want to give up on this thing. But you got to understand it correctly. That's what these spiritual toolboxes. These are all spiritual toolboxes. I used to put numbers on them. They're all. It's to help you. God's giving me a job. I'm doing it. Best I can do. As my understanding increases and the ability to racham, to agree with God and love God the way He loves me increases, the understanding of that increases, my enlightenment increases, and my ability to articulate it out to you, to reflect it out to you, increases. I'm reflecting it out. I'm giving it freely, because freely I've received from God, freely I give. I don't mean to you're going through a lot of pressures to get these things out. But God's sending these storms in your life for you, not to you, to help. You're tightly locked and bound up in these chains and stuff, in this double-minded stuff, this soulish thinking, all this poop, this manure, these little balls all the way around this one little seed, this ball, down inside, way down, a big ball, next, all the way down, three phases in your universe, the deep, deep, deep. God's going to take it out. This one's messed up, my child. Here, let me help you out. Heating things up in your life. And through fire, He's baptizing you with the holy, sanctifying, purifying Spirit. That's where the true baptism is. This water baptism is just, you're saying, I'll do it. But when the pressure, rubber hits the road and it starts going, are you going to do it? Are you going to surrender all of it? Lay down this old yucky dirty dog? Or are you going to get up there and try to fight and help God? Or maybe curse God and die? Or what Job did? And all that stuff. And all that whirlwind. Tornado out. Confusing, baffling wind of your mind. No, he didn't curse God. And at the end of these things, whenever you green like God, like in Job 23:10, chapter 23, verse 10, when God has tried me, it's a trial, huh? It's like a rite of passage thing, huh? You gonna pass in God, or you gonna pass down the toilet, eating your own poop hot dogs? Oh no, that's awful. Own cesspool. Whether you know it or not, whether you're intentionally or unintentionally agreeing with this dog, you're still going down the shitter. Into your own cesspool thinking. You're good and evil. On the day that you eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall surely die. You'll be separated from God. God doesn't change. Huh? He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Huh? I, the Lord, change not, right? Therefore, you sons of Jacob, trickster hill grabber stuff, are not consumed because you got this opportunity. Come out of it. This is for you, and he's heating it up. These things, it's going to take a certain temperature, pressures in your life to get this hard stuff out. Are you willing to do it? If God calls you, to those that are called, he's equipping you. Are you saying, yes, dear Lord, I love you, I hear you loud and clear, and I intend to obey, and I am in a total obedience, and your gratitude is growing. He's bringing you up. This thing is going down. You're casting it away, not caring where it goes. Huh? It's just information. This stuff going away, man. I don't like it. I don't want it. It's poo. Ooh, yucky poo. Thank you, dear Lord. Ba-da-ba. My gratitude's growing into you. Your charm, your ability to love God as he first loved you when you qualify with God. That in me may. God gives the increase. He'll zap that stuff out. You gotta don't care about it no more. I don't care about that shit no more. See, that thing's giving me diarrhea. Seeing, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Whatever I see, hear, taste, touch, and smell out there in my mind, whatever I think about it, my ego, it don't matter. Shut up, dog. Put a muzzle on it. Be still. Winds and waves. And they did obey him. To Christ. Go to Christ and he'll take care of it. Bring you up there and give you some increasing racham to meet God's child. Inexhaustible love. And he loves you beyond the mere description of words. You're coming up there. You're going back to your daddy's house where you're having a great party. He'll kill the fatted calf for you. I'm not staying down here eating out of a cesspool or none of this crap. Trying to help God out. Man, I'm doing a good thing. Did I cast out all kinds of demons, devils, and stuff in your name? Didn't I say Jesus, Jesus, Jesus? Or God, you did it? Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. You need to lay it down. You hadn't really did it. You just polished outside your cup with that bull crap. He'll vomit you out of his mouth. Spew you. S-P-E-W. That's to vomit it. Can't remember the actual word off the top of my head. I'm not going to go there right now and show you, okay? You'll take me off a little bit. But it's to vomit you out of his mouth with extreme disgust. You got to agree with Daddy God and vomit that stuff. It's like when you're laying it down, prostrate, you're vomiting out of your mouth. My ego in this scenery taste, touch, and smell is trying to trick me, just like your mind. Whenever you're looking out there, your brain is looking out there, see something. You're not seeing it. It's skewed. It's messed up because you might not be seeing it right. What is that over there? And these storms of baffling, confusing winds of your life. Your brain's filling it in for you. That false accusing lollipop giving, carnal mind that's enmity. It's against you going towards and into God. So I say, it's really a lollipop. Come here, man. I'll give you the world. I'll give you all this stuff. You just bow down and worship me. And you're sitting here and taste out your smell and eat this stuff. It's a big hot dog for you. There it's a lollipop. Boy. It's good. Just get your head right down in this stuff. Like an old ostrich, stick it right down in that crap. Into this good stuff. And just shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Stick it in deeper now. Oh! I do the hokey pokey. Yeah. Don't do the hokey pokey of your own. Beast, don't you? Yeah, ostrich is a beast, right? Ew. We don't want the hokey pokey of the beast nature. We want to go like the nobleman. But nobleman, this nobleman right here, it comes from this word. I'll play it.
Strong's G 937. Basilicas.
Like, remember, like,
Basilicas.
that's basilicas. That's silliness. To look like that old, do the hokey pokey like an old ostrich, sticking his head down in the cesspool. It's a big party in here, man. I ain't hearing nothing from God then, 'cause this is my God now, Paul. This is my God now. Oh. Pokey. You picture that? Plumb idiotic. That's silly. Be reasonable. See it God's way. Be sober-minded. Don't be a dumbass. And that stuff is sicker than all get out. We're just telling you it's good as lollipop, or you're making a stand in your own shit. Your own poop thinking, your own red demic ways, your antichrist ways, don't go with God. Come on, man. Be reasonable. See my way, my child. God's speaking in you. That storm is for you. Not to beat you down. Man, it sure feels rough sometimes. I had a rough one last night. My wife had a rough one. God, dog. I did eat a couple of 2 donuts yesterday, and oh my goodness, I got diabetes, so it did kick my butt. I was all kinds of messed up. Okay, I'm thinking that might have had a little bit, got it started, and it started hurting here and there. Couldn't sleep. It was after 4 o'clock last night, and then hear my wife come, about to die. She can't even get into bed anywhere but right where I'm at, and I just fell asleep. I'm like, oh God, dog! I gotta have my CPAP, so I'm up too pretty soon. Then I'm up for a little while. I can't even see straight. I'm trying to eat stuff to get myself back on track and drink plenty of water to get that out and ride a stationary bike a little bit, try to like burn some of that junk out of me. Can't even do that hard. I'm like, can't get on the thing. I can get on better than my wife, but not by a lot. Used to, I would just kind of laugh at, man. That's, that's not even hard. It is now. Okay? Pressures. Cartoon stars coming in your head in these storms. I let them clear a little bit. And come back out and eat and do what you gotta do. And then agree with God. Be a nobleman as soon as you can. Now, this nobleman, this basilicas, his meaning, remember, it's befitting a kingly priest to agree with God in these storms. Even if you gotta wait a little bit, you gotta take and have a little bit to let that cartoon stuff go away. Have that time, what is it, hibernation, estivation, and torpor. Like a little slight hibernation in the winter, torpor, or in the summer, estivation. I think that's right on that. Or the big hibernation. Take quite a while to come out of that stuff. A lot of different balls down in the deep, deep, deep. Take hotter and hotter temperatures. That was a pretty hot one. It took a little bit. But coming out of it, not going to stay down. Righteous man falls 7 times completely. That's a promise to you. Where God takes you down, but it's for your good. Boom. Her correction, if you'll see it God's way. BB's will see it my way. Not this old dog. Good and evil stuff. This, worshiping this image. It's the devil maybe doing it. Lay that stuff down. Shut up, you daggone bitch dog. Put a buzzword, sock in it. Here's a sock and duct tape. You got to do that. You got to work out your own salvation. Not fear and trembling. Oh! It's obedience. Long suffering. Hearing. Oh my goodness. Come back up and get that. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. The ancestrism of all that fruit of the Spirit. It's love. One. With a little bit of a charm to meet God's child. So boom, split this little ball, bring it up there, and get to a gain the fusion ball where that charm's meeting the child, right? Already been doing that way. Okay, so I can just point to it. You should have that. If not, go back and listen. Study to show yourself approved, a worker that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing or accurately handling the word of truth, word of God. Okay, now, so I named this one. That also that nobleman, was that Basilicos? That's silly. That's a silly cause to go this way. What are you eating that old poop hot dog for? That's a silly thing. Oh, because. Dumbass. It's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I'm mad and this stuff stomped on my toes, or I'm going to get even with them. Bad. Vengeance. Vindication. Vindication's God. They're not saying the vindication God's going to make it right. They're saying, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to get up there, I'm going to fight. I'm all right, team, my bullshit. No. You're like an ostrich with its head stuck down in your own cesspool going, hokey pokey. Or it's a good thing, same thing. Bullshit. Worthless and detestable for getting you back to the right mindedness of God. Okay? Now, that nobleman is befitting a kingly priest back in ruling in the realm of God, in the love of God. And it can also mean belonging to the rightful king. Rightful king, squatting king. God's splitting in this universe of your thinking, down to a single thought process, another universe, down to another thought process, down real tiny, inside that universe, like a little tree inside of a universe, inside of, bang, 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 3 depths. Now choose. Don't pay me later. Pay me now. Make up your mind. That's all it's saying. Choose me. Agree with me emphatically. Everything you got, lay this stuff down. Are you obedient to God? Or are you being obedient to this wrong king, squatting king, or are you being obedient to God? Okay, now, so the nobleman or the dumbass? Okay, now, said that to let's get into John chapter 4, verse 52, okay? I'm going to start out reading it from the King James Version, okay? Or just a minute, let me get a drink. All right. Now, it says in the King James Version, then inquired he of them the hour when he began to amend. And they said unto him, yesterday at the 7th hour the fever left him. Okay? Now let's start breaking this down. Okay? We're going down into the concordances and all these things, but then we're going to go even deeper down in these storms so you can interpret it correctly. Because there's a dichotomy in this stuff. Two opposing ways of viewing it. Red dog way, poop, dumbass way, and the nobleman. Coming to Christ, Antichrist. Which one you agreeing with? Two in your earth. One will be taken, dumbass donkey. And one left, one remaining, the rightful king. The squatting king, rightful king. God and your mankind think, lay that crap down. God's giving you opportunity. He's separating it for you. You can't separate it all. You may not got it, I'm doing it, I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof. No, you're not. You're a dumbass thinking that. But, oh man, why are you doing it to me? No, God's giving you opportunity. This little one here only takes it this much heat. This one's going full bore. Huh? Choose. I gotta take a little bit longer, a little bit more intense situation here to come out of these cartoon stars on this one. And you gotta agree. Agree all the days of your life. Huh? God. Not this many thinking, no matter what, no excuse. Don't care where this thing goes. What happens to it? You got to lay it down. Take care of it, God. Help me, Father. Help me, Father. Help me, Daddy, yeah. Cut this out of my heart. Yes, sir, I'll circumcise the foreskin for you. Whack! Zap! Flawless victory. You're a nobleman in this area. Huh? Now, plop, this is. I'm going down the swirly tank again. Deeper and deeper in my own bullshit. I'm eating dirt all the way I get. Deeper I go, the deeper I eat. I think it's a party down in that street, in that cesspool, and that I eat. Do. He's shaking his head like an ostrich down in that stuff. Dumbass ostrich too. I'm speaking the love of God, no matter what he's saying, whatever. In Jesus' name, I shake my head down this shit. It's wrong. Wrong. I'm showing you. Don't be callous down and get down in there and believe that stuff. Lay it down, let him zip it out. Okay? Now. Did that stuff. Just a minute. Got a little bit of that stuff trying to get me up here, but I got food right here cooling down. But I know it's pretty good to help get me back on board. Get it all kind of lined out. And I done used 2 big ice bags and stuff, melted them and all that stuff. I'm trying. Okay. Let's get rid of them cartoon stars. All right. Now, the first word in here in the interlinear Bible, and breaking down, and there's all kinds of concordances and stuff. We got to go deeper than that. We got to separate it still. Which one is a messed up way of thinking and which way is right? So this first word in that verse that they translate as inquired he, which was the one down in the storm of your life. When you're doing it, not just a history lesson somebody a long time ago, don't even apply to you really. How do I deal with it? That's what should be important to you. How do I put this to use? Well, when God's temperature's up, okay, it's reaching up there, man, it's about 115 degrees. Let's say it's 115 degrees. This one has to be, we'll say Fahrenheit. Just a natural thing, okay, but then the spiritual pressures. Bringing up that fire trials to pour, to purify you. P-Y-R, it's pronounced pour. It's baptizing you. Which way you going? It's a bitter vinegar solution, like that cucumber changed into a pickle, down in the bitter vinegar solution. Got you down in there, thrashing the tar out of you. Here's your opportunity, son. Daughter, my child, choose me. Be reasonable, say my word. You come out when you're qualified. You can't come out of that old shit thinking, that messed up double-mindedness. No other way. Jesus was telling you, Jesus, Jesus, I-S-O-U-S, Yahweh is salvation. Right now, Y-H, W-H, no vowels to elongate it, none of that crap. No, I'll pay you later. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for an increase today or a hamburger today. To get that increase from God, you gotta do it now. Right when it's doing right, not twinkling of an eye. As soon as those cobwebs, those cartoon stars clear up to where you can make a right decision, you gotta do it. Agree. Everything you got with God, lay this stuff down. Right? Now, this inquired he. They translate it that way. It comes from, let me spell this word for you. It's 4,441, 4441 in the concordance, okay? And it's spelled P-Y-N-T-H-A-N-O-M-A-I, okay? I could give it an attempt to say it, but let's see how it pronounces it. Make sure it's turned up, okay? Here it is.
Strong's G 4441.
Punthanamai. Okay? Now, thought I remembered how to say it right, but I want to make sure that's not something you speak every day, right? Punthanamai. It's inquired he in your storm. Which way are you inquiring? What are you doing? Now, this punthanamai, go here to the notes. It means to question. God's questioning. Which way are you going here? You're questioning. You're trying to hear intelligently. Hear God intelligently. And not hear this stuff. You're trying to make a decision. A right decision. The spiritual toolboxes are trying to help you. Show you. Oh. So you make a more informed decision for God. Okay. It's that punthanamai, right? Now, a question means ascertained by inquiry. Now, in this one, this is ascertained by inquiry as a matter of information merely, just to get the information. Which one is this crapping dog? I don't care for that at all. Ooh, yuck. I'll throw it away. Lay it down, muzzle it. Put a sock and duct tape in it, spiritually speaking. Be still. I'm going with God's way. That's the nobleman's way. This other way, this ostrich thinking, it's party time, sticking its head down in its own shit. You are, if you're doing that stuff. If you can picture it, this will help you think, man, I don't want to eat that crap, eat that shit. Go, eat my own, seeing, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Oh, yeah. What's this one? Do the hokey pokey. Don't be an ostrich. Doing a hokey pokey in your own cesspool. Ascertain information. This is just information. Oh, yeah, I'm identifying it. You're hearing intelligently. And then with the intent to respond positively, then do it. Lay that stuff down there and let God increase that gratitude. Oh, thank you, Father God. Yes, you are the greatest. Oh, yes. In obedience. to God, to the rightful king. Not obedience to this old ostrich over here. It's plumb nuts. Be a nobleman or an ostrich doing a hokey pokey in your cesspool. I might put that on there. Name it. I gotta see how I can name it in this thing. Okay? Alright? That's plumb lunatic, right? Now, this word differs from another word that they don't use here that would mean to beg or to investigate it. To really try to, this word is just to find out which one is the bullshit. To let down. Which one's a liar? It's a thief, a robber, a trickster, a hill grabber. Comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. So you can let go of it. Muzzle that dog. Ascertain some information so you can truly let your prayers go to God. Our prayers of a right-minded man avails much because they're agreeing with God. Emphatically green-lighted. Oh, yes, Daddy God, yes. God gives the increase. Not this hope, like Hope says. Oh, blah, blah. Good evil. I'll get it right one of these days. You get your head right down, stuck right down in your own bullshit. Eating your own, seeing here and taste such a smell with your ego in the way. A log in the eye. Have a great day, and I'll continue a little later. Bye-bye. Hit like, subscribe, comment on these things. Support me.